What's up guys, Levi here with the Digi Bros.
Digi Bros!
And today we got some more exciting 1.0 gameplay coming at you. And today's gameplay is kind of special because I'm not sure if you guys saw or went over to our Patreon, but one of the perks actually allows you to play in a game with us over on our Discord, and we can record it and upload it to the channel. So today's upload is actually one of those games between me and a guy named Noel Iashi, aka Chris. The match we played was quite a bit of fun. He was a really cool guy, and he was playing Purple Toolbox and I was playing the green champion rush build that topped our locals last week, and I wanted to give it a try and I thought it was a lot of fun, so I figured I'd try it out in our gameplay video, and it was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And guys, if you want to be featured on the Digi Bros channel in a match just like this one, be sure to head to our Patreon in the link down in the description. As always guys, if you're new here, consider subscribing because we do a lot of really fun Digimon TCG content over here. Alright guys, I'm not gonna waste your time anymore. Let's get right into the gameplay. What is up guys, Levi here with the Digi Bros, and we're going to be commentating on some gameplay over here. Let's see, on the right we have the Chris with his Purple Toolbox deck, and on the left is going to be me piloting the green champion rush. Alright, looks like I got a 4 and he got a 1. I'm trying to pay attention to the dice rolls, that way I'm not just guessing who goes first, but yep, it looks like I'm going to start it off. I attempt to draw a card, but that is not what you do in this game. Alright, I'm going to evolve a Fremon. The reason I did a hand gesture is because we played several matches, and every time I would just, I only play one Fremon, and I would always hatch him first. But yeah, I'm just going to evolve an Agumon, go up into a Kabuterimon for, oh, it looks like I changed it to a Vegemon for 1, leaving my opponent at 1. Classic green, leaving your opponent at 1. I guess that's, every game strategy. Do what you can and then leave your opponent with as little memory as possible, but he's just going to hatch a Yaomon. Go up into an Impmon, drawing a card. Sorry it's a little pixelated over on the right. Something with Discord servers, it just, for some reason, it just makes the images pixelated a little bit sometimes. So I'm going to do my best to explain what's going on, so hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. And it looks like the pixelation cleared up, so oh well. Alright, so he's got the Impmon. And he's probably going to try to lead me at 1 as well. So maybe he's going to drop a Demi-Devi from hand. Maybe he's going to evolve up into a level 4. Both of which would leave me at 1. But let's see. Alright, he's just going to drop a Gabumon. Looks like he didn't have either of those two. And it's always good to have more Digimon on the field. So he's just going to put me at 2 and pass it on over. I'm going to bring the Vegemon out. And let's see what I can do here. Probably just going to try to swing the stack. I have 7,000 attack currently, so I'm not too worried about hitting anything, but I spoke too soon. The Millenniummon is just going to take the Vegemon out easily, and now I have no Digimon on the field. So let's see. Maybe I can drop a 2-drop. Oh, man. Alright, I'm just going to drop a Digitamamon from hand, putting him at 4 memory. Not ideal, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And he's just going to bring the Impmon out. He's going to attack into security. Let's see what he hits. Alright, he's going to hit a Garurumon. Garurumon is going to kill the Impmon, and then he's going to mill the top 3 cards. He's going to hit a Chimeramon, a Devimon, and then a Wizardmon. Alright. I know what you're thinking. That Garurumon's a little strange to be in green, but if you do want to check out the deck list, I'm going to have it at the end, but we also have a full video on it. It was our last video that we uploaded, so I'm going to have a card to that right now if you want to go check that out. But yeah, no, it was a fun deck. Gio, who won our locals last week, did a good job building it, and I thought it'd be fun to try it out, so here it is. Let's see, he's assessing his plays. You don't necessarily want to attack with Gabumon because if he dies, he doesn't really net you any value unless you have a level 4 on top of him. So he's debating what he wants to do here. So he's just going to go 4 up into 4 to activate his Tamer. Tamer's going to add back any purple option or Digimon card. So he's just going to drop the Chimeramon for 7, destroying the Gabumon and destroying my Digitamamon. That was probably a smart play, getting rid of him, because Digitamamon, just being able to attack and then gain 3 memory, and green could sometimes just go a little wild if they get too much memory, so getting rid of that's pretty smart. I'm just going to evolve Mushroomon for 1, go up and do a Kabuterimon for 1, And let's see if I can get myself out of this. It's just going to go into a Palmon, revealing the top 3, hitting absolutely no targets, putting those on the bottom of the deck. And then we're going to go up into another Kabuterimon, drawing a card. I have mixed feelings about Palmon. Not my favorite card. I know a lot of people really don't like her, but looks like I'm just going to work my way up into a Cherrymon, putting my opponent at 1, but because he has the Memory Tamer, he's just going to go up to 3. And let's see, he's going to hatch not a Yaman, a Pagumon. And let's see what he evolves on top of it. Let's see here. He's just going to go for the Tsukaimon. I think Tsukaimon's pretty underrated. Tsukaimon's have an inheritable effect, is when deleted, gain a memory. It's basically Gomamon in the blue deck. So, it's pretty powerful. Certain situations, like, when you Heat Viper, go your Chimeramon, that requires you to destroy one of your Digimon. So he's just going to attack with the Chimeramon, and I'm debating whether or not to block. And let's see what I do here. I think I do end up trading with him. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have just let it go through, but I was worried about him going up into a level 6. So I figured if I just traded with him, I can go up into another level 5 next turn, and then he would have to build his way up from his rookie. So that was my reasoning behind doing that. So let's see what he's able to do here. Alright, it looks like he's just going to activate the Knight. What? I can never remember what that card's called. Grizzly Wing. And Grizzly Wing's going to bring out an Impmon. He's going to go into a Devimon, putting me at 1. Alright, pretty good play. It's able to get some attacks in. Now has a Digimon in the back. It's got one up front, and I'm at 1 memory. So that's a pretty optimal play there. But let's see what we can do now. I'm going to bring the Kabuterimon up. I'm probably just going to try to start swinging here. It looks like my hand's probably not the greatest. But let's see. I'm just going to swing into security with 5,000. I'm going to die to the Vilemon, who is at 6,000. So technically, he has less security than me. So I technically am winning right now. But I also have no cards on the field at all. He's got a Memory Tamer, a Digimon in the back, and a Digimon on the field. So I'm just going to go for a Palmon, putting him at 2. And I'm going to hit a Garurumon. But I'm bottom decking a Puppet, which is pretty unfortunate. Because the Puppet might be what I need. But I'm going to pass it over to my opponent. He's going to go to 2, but he's going to go up to 3 because of his Memory Tamer. Getting your Memory Tamer as quick as possible is really important. But it's also kind of a double-edged sword because you never really want to see 2 of them. In purple, you don't mind, and also in green. But because they both, have actual effects that help. But he's just going to swing with the Impmon and hit the Togemon, which is going to die. And let's see what else he's going to do here. Alright, looks like he's just going to drop a Demi Devi, going down to 1. And then go up into a Devimon, putting me at 1 yet again. Let's see, probably just going to... Yep, so I'm going to hatch a Tanamon, evolve up into a Palmon. And let's see what else. I'm going to go up into a Vegemon for 1. I guess that is one upside to being put at 1 in green. Most of your level 4s are just 1 to evolve, so it's really not too bad. So let's see what we're going to get going here. He does have 2 Devimon, so basically whatever you swing with, if it doesn't die, he's going to kill it next turn with a Devimon. So you got to worry about that. But you're going to attack his Impmon, still going to survive. But I'm just going to activate a Mimi, putting him at 4. It might be just a little too late though. I I needed that memory a while ago, and if I wouldn't have bottom decked it with the Palmon, I probably would have been able to use that, and you know, maybe that would have helped out my game state, but you know, what can you do? So he's just going to evolve a Gabumon, drawing a card for the Digi evolution. And looks like I'm checking my graveyard for some reason, I'm not sure. Green doesn't have any graveyard recursion, unfortunately. If green got graveyard recursion, I would like that very much. Alright, let's see. So purple's just going to swing. Not gonna swing. He's not gonna swing with Devimon. No, he is gonna swing. He is gonna swing with Devimon. He's gonna kill the Biomon. And then he's gonna gain a memory from the Tsukaimon. And then he's gonna mill the top card with the Pagumon. So he's gonna go up to 5 memory. See, I told you, Tsukaimon's not half bad, because now he's got 5 memory to work with. He's still got a level 4 on the field. He's still got a level 3 back there in the raising area, so he's still doing pretty good. But let's see what happens here. It's not looking too good for green, but then again, green does still have, I believe, is that 3 security or 4? I think it's 3 security. So, but he's just gonna swing into it, putting me down to 2. And all right, there we go. 3,000, so the Devimon survives, and he's just gonna drop a Piedmon, which basically means I lose here, because he's probably gonna bring out 2 blockers. Yep, that's exactly what he does. And I just have 1 little level 3 Digimon, but I also have 7 memory, which means I can potentially get something going here. So let's see. I'm gonna go up into the Kabuterimon for 1, drawing a card for the Digi evolution. And I still got a Mimi, so if I get a level 5 out on the field, I can use the Mimi's effect to go up and hatch another egg. But I'm just going to drop a Mushroomon and evolve onto a Vegemon for 3 memory for that whole thing I just mentioned. Looks like I still don't have another or a level 5, or I probably would have played it by now. Let's see. I'm just going to Flower Cannon. Oh, okay, I got you. Now I understand. Okay, Flower Cannon, the Piedmon, and then I'm going to drop a Puppetmon to rest the Biomon. Okay, so basically I'm guaranteeing that I don't die, and if he doesn't do anything to clear my field right now, I'm not going to die. Or he's going to die. So yeah, I'm basically just putting him on the clock. That's about what's, you know, what people do in Digimon. You know, they'll put you in situations where if you don't clear my field, you lose. But if you do clear my field, you win. So there's a lot of situations like that in Digimon, which this is currently one of them. So, but he's going to Trump Sword the puppet, and it's going to be unfortunate, but he's probably going to Heat Viper the level 4s away, leaving me with no Digimon, which is going to be sad, but you know, what can you do? He's just trying to put more Digimon on the field. That way, if I do have a Puppetmon for next turn, it won't be as impactful. But yeah, it looks like he does not have the Heat Viper, but he is going to go up into a Beelzemon. If Beelzemon has an effect, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, you can evolve over an Impmon into him, and for 4, which is actually a really awesome effect because it skips having to go all the way up through 4s, 5s, all the way up into the level 6. You can just go straight over the rookie. But yeah, it looks like I'm just going to go straight into a Digitamamon, which means my Mimi is now active. So I can now use Mimi's effect to bring out the Goblinmon. There we go. And not looking bad here. Probably going to want to start swinging that security. And a puppet here would be really good if I got another puppet. But yeah, let's see. Just probably going to want to try to get some swings in the security right now. But let's just see. Yep, going to swing. Going to gain 3 memory, going up to 4. Probably swinging into security here. But he does still have 1 active blocker, so that is something you have to worry about. But, okay, looks like he's going to die to a Beelzemon in security. And then I'm going to go up and do a Togemon. Looks like I'm trying to dig for that puppet. I think Togemon's really good because he's really good at digging for Puppetmons. You know, because he can dig 4 deep. You'll draw a card and you'll search the next 3. Obviously didn't get any, but that's okay. So let's see, probably gonna wanna, actually no, probably not gonna wanna try to swing here because he's only at 6,000. If he gets blocked, he'll He'll die. It looks like he's showing off his Beelzemon. Apparently he got warped just a little bit, but looks like I'm just going to drop a Puppetmon, and he's going to end up going up to 10 anyway because of the memory. So he's just going to rest the Beelzemon and then pass it on over. All right, once again, still on the clock. He's got to be able to get rid of... actually, no, he's still okay because he's still got the blocker. And so he can block one attack and the other one can attack security. So it doesn't necessarily lose unless I have a flower cannon in hand, which I think I saw one earlier. So he's got to be able to try to clear at least one of these Digimon if he doesn't want to lose right now. And yeah, as you can see, Puppetmon is extremely powerful. You know, green's not necessarily good at, you know, getting over big stuff, but oftentimes with cards like Puppetmon, they're able to avoid the big stuff long enough to win the game. So that way, you know, it doesn't necessarily matter that your opponent went up into all these big cards. If they didn't do if they can't attack, it you know, they don't matter basically, because that's what makes Puppetmon so powerful. The fact that he's able to just basically dodge all these really powerful Digimon. But let's see what he's going to do. He's going to activate a mat, add back a Trump Sword, which means he is going to Trump Sword that Puppetmon. He might do the Togemon, but I mean, let's be honest, he's going to kill that puppet because Puppetmon just gains you too much advantage. And he's just incredibly powerful. So he's sitting at 6 memory, meaning if he does Trump Sword me, he is going to gain... he's going to pass turn. So let's see what he's going to do here. Alright, yep, he's just going to go for the Trump Sword, putting me at 1, but I'll go up to 3 because of Mimi. And let's see, if I have another puppet here, heck, this could potentially be good. But let's see what I can go up into. I'm just going to evolve an Agumon. I don't have a level 5 right now, so my Mimi is not live, which is kind of unfortunate. But let's see what is going to happen. Alright. Can I go up into a... Okay, I'm going to go for the Gabumon, going down to 0. So it looks like I'm giving up my chance of going into a puppet. Looks like I pretty much lose right now. I can swing with the Togemon, but it's not looking like... He'll end up dying. And by going down to 0 memory, I don't have a way to drop the puppet because the puppet cost 11 to drop. And yeah, it looks like I'm just going to scoop it up because if I didn't get to the Puppetmon, there's basically no way to get around that. And yeah, he did have another blocker in hand that he could have went up into. But yeah, no, that's that's the game there, folks. Puppetmon almost helped me come back and you know, win that one, but hey, what can you do? That's one thing I do like about Togemon. I know a lot of people have issues with Togemon and, you know, bottom decking stuff you need, but I think the fact that he is able to dig into Togemon is really powerful because I do think that I think he's digs into Puppetmon because I think Puppetmon's one of the most powerful cards in the game, especially for rogue decks. You know, I've seen all kind of rookie rush decks and all kind of not necessarily tier 1 decks play it because I think it gives them a fighting chance and it kind of punishes all these bigger decks for swinging, going all in on your security. It just kind of punishes them for doing that. So that's why I love Puppetmon. There was actually a rookie rush player that was playing in our tournament yesterday that actually ended up winning. We're going to have his deck profile on the channel later this week, and I believe I'm not sure how many Puppetmon he ran, but he ran at least 2 or 3, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you'll see that list come up on the channel later this week. But yeah, no, so I think it definitely gives decks like that aren't Omnimon Blue or Omnimon Red you know, a fighting chance at keeping up with all these bigger decks that just throw out all these huge Digimon with lots of attack and stuff like that. So yeah, no, that's why I love Puppetmon. Looks like we're setting up for game 2 here. Getting ready, the right side shuffling his deck, probably about to set up his security. And yeah, no, some pretty good matches here, guys. Like I was saying at the intro of this video, if you guys do want to be featured in one of our videos, head on down to our Patreon, link down in the description. And yeah, one of the perks lets you play with us. One of the perks lets you do the Digibro intro, and we also have another perk that I will send you a signed Digibros copy of Puppetmon. So if you want a Puppetmon copy that's been signed by the Digibros, head on down to the Patreon link down below. It's you know, we just wanted something to have people, you know, be able to interact with us just a little bit more to, you know, have some fun. But yeah, moving on over. The game's getting started. I hatched yet another Fremon. I told you guys, it happened all the time. I'm going to go up into a Goblimon and just activate a Mimi right off the bat. That way I don't keep getting memory locked like I did last game. As you can see, as you saw last game, most of the game I was being memory locked, and it was not fun. So that's why getting the Mimi out of the way right off the bat is the pretty good opening play. The fact that he's not evolved a rookie yet makes me believe his hand's not very good, and he probably didn't draw a rookie. So that means I might have a chance to actually win this one. Maybe he's gonna hard cast a level 5 or 6 and give me a ton of memory, or he's just gonna or he's just gonna evolve into a rookie. Normally, if people, you know, aren't immediately doing it, normally they just slam it down without thinking. But I guess he was putting actual thought into the cards he was playing. Not me, folks. Alright, so one downside to activating a Tamer turn 1 or turn 0 is that you oftentimes give your opponent enough memory to activate theirs for free. So that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to drop an Impmon, and then on my turn I'm going to bring out the Ogremon, and I'm going to go, not the Ogremon, the Goblimon, and go up into a Vegimon for 1, bring me down to 2. And then I'm just going to swing the stack with 6,000. I'm pretty sure I can survive this. I mean, the only thing that would kill me are like level 5s or 6s, but you know, I'm feeling confident. As you can see, guys, there was a lot of people in this chat, so the focus was not always on the gameplay. So if there are slight delays and, you know, kind of weird stuff where we're not, you know, playing maybe the best, just know there's a lot of people in the chat. We were all joking around, having fun. So, you know, so maybe the gameplay suffered a little bit, but it was fun nonetheless. So I don't think it was too bad. But I'm just going to swing die to the Myotismon, then I'm just going to drop a Goblimon from hand, and then drop a Agumon. Not a bad play here. He's going to bring up his Tsukaimon. Looks like we're both playing Rookie Rush here. Hopefully I don't get Heat Vipered here. That would be pretty unfortunate. I'm not going to lie to you. I would not like that. And I'm just going to swing with, or no, he's just going to swing with the Impmon. Impmon's going to hit a Flower Cannon, and it's going to rest the Tsukaimon. Not the greatest hit for me, just because normally you want that Flower Cannon to be in there for later. You know, to really tap down all the big Digimon once they start coming out. But, you know, I would say this is not a bad time to do it, because, you know, it's keeping him from getting all these little extra swings in early game, because later on down the line, 1 or 2 security makes a huge deal between whether or not you're going to win or you're going to lose. So let's see what he goes for here. Maybe he's got a Devimon he can go up into. Maybe he's got some level 3s he can drop. Maybe he's going to go for a Chimeramon play. But, oh man, he's just going to slap that Lilithmon on the field. Putting me at 9 memory, or is it 8 memory? 9 memory, there we go. Putting me at 9 memory. Oh man, let's see if I go crazy, if I just do nothing and embarrass myself. Because giving that much memory to a green player can sometimes be dangerous. But it turns, okay, it looks like I'm just going to start swinging security and embarrass myself, and I'm going to hit a Trump Sword and immediately just waste my whole turn. Wow. I mean, I don't guess it's too bad. You'd rather swing into that with one of your smaller Digimon. But it looks like I'm just going to drop the puppet. The puppet's going to get in there, rest that Lilithmon, and none of his Digimon can make active. Looks like I'm just trying to get in there really aggressively and, you know, beat him before he gets a chance to do anything. But, yeah. And kind of, it's oftentimes not that bad to, instead of using all that memory your opponent gives you when they drop their big level 6s, to just drop your own level 6, because then you're kind of punishing them for giving you so much memory. And you'll just respond with your own. But yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. He's just gonna evolve into a Millenniummon here. That's unfortunate. He's probably gonna put the puppet on the bottom of the deck. I don't imagine he'd want to put the Goblinmon on the bottom, sadly. But I mean, I understand. You know, leaving a Puppetmon on the field is just way too much advantage. And I'm just going to evolve a Goblinmon. If I had a level 5 on the field, I could bring him out, but because I don't, I'm going to go up into the Togemon. Togemon's going to dig for a level 5 or higher Digimon for me. I actually really like Togemon. I know a lot of people don't. I think he's really good at digging.
for them puppets. And then I'm just going to swing security, just trying to get as many out of the way while I can, and I'm going to survive. And then if I got another, nope, I got the other puppet, and so I'm going to put him at 10. And I'm just basically just trying to dodge all of his big Digimon while I can get in there and just try to take out all of his security before he gets a chance to do anything. But at the same time, I just gave him 2 memory, so he's probably gonna, you know, heat viper me, trump sword me, Chimeramon me, you know, drop 3 blockers. So the chances of me actually winning next turn, which if he does nothing, I technically win next turn. But something tells me he's not going to actually do nothing, because that's not what Purple does. They don't just sit there and do nothing. They run through your whole field, blow it all up, and then drop 3 blockers with the Piedmon, and then tell you to go. And that's Purple for you. And then if you try to kill their Digimon, you get punished for it. So, oh well. So it looks like he's just going to crash the Devimon into my Togemon, which means I do not win next turn, sadly. But he is going to draw 2 for the Gabumon and discard 1. So let's see what he decides to discard here. Gabumon was up under the Devimon. If you don't know, Devimon has retaliation, which means when he dies by battle, he destroys the Digimon that killed him. So you can just crash him into your opponent's Digimon. And yeah, it looks like he discards a Vilemon. That's an interesting choice. You think you want to keep the blocker in hand just in case things get a little dicey, but let's see. He's still got quite a bit of memory to work with. Looks like he's still at 8 memory, so there goes the Piedmon. Sorry guys, it's a little pixelated, but yeah, he just dropped a Piedmon, so that was actually perfect. So he just that was the reason he discarded the Vilemon. That way he can put a blocker in the grave to bring out with the Piedmon. But yeah, Piedmon's 12 to drop. When he's played, you can bring out 2 level 4 or lower purple Digimon from your trash. So he brought out a blocker and a Devimon, which means he can not only block my attacks, but he can only attack with them, but he can also attack and kill the Digimon the next turn with the Vilemon. But looks like I'm just going to I keep wanting to say Book of Moon, but it's Flower Cannon. Yeah, I'm gonna Flower Cannon the blocker, attacking the security. Probably gonna attack with the Goblimon, you know, just to get rid of that last security while he has no blockers. And he's gonna die to the Wizardmon. All right, putting him in the trash. So let's see if I can drop a level 3 and a Puppetmon him. Oh, it looks like I'm just gonna go for the Puppetmon. Looks like I didn't have a 2-drop level 3. The 2 to drop level 3, I feel like could have secured the victory a little bit better, but you know, having a Puppetmon here is still pretty good. But I don't know. He's got that Devimon there, which means he can definitely attack into he can attack into the rested Puppetmon, which means the rested Puppetmon is definitely gonna die this turn, unless he misplays and forgets to do that. But something tells me he won't. So, and then he's probably going to end up trump sorting the other guy. So he's just going to evolve a Gabumon over there, trying to dig into either a trump sword, a blocker, or something to keep him alive next turn. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, he's got that trump sword and grave, so if he's got a mat, he can also grab it out of the grave that way. So, let's see. Let's see what's going to go on here. So yeah, he either needs a mat, a blocker, or a trump sword. And then he wins unless I have a Puppetmon, but I only have 3 cards in hand. I'm gonna draw 1, maybe evolve next turn. So I'm basically looking at maybe the next 2 cards aren't Puppetmon, I pretty much lose. So let's just see. Yep, he's just gonna swing into the Puppetmon, killing it, which is no surprise. You know, I guess the objective in this game is to not lose, and that was the correct play in order to not lose. So let's see. What's he gonna do here? Does he got the mat? Does he got the trump sword? Does he got the blocker? Maybe he's got none of them. Maybe I actually win this one. You know, looking at the fields, it's not looking likely just because he's got such advantage, like field and hand advantage. But like I said, guys, Puppetmon doesn't really care about advantage. You know, he just cares about getting there and punishing you for overextending, which is I like a lot. I got my cat in the background. Look at him, old Charlie. Even Charlie had to leave because he knew this was too tense. Does he got anything? All right, he's going up to a Devimon. He's basically trying to get that draw to see if he can get in something. Did he get it? Let's see. Did he get a mat? Did he get a blocker? Did he get a trump sword? Looking through grave, he might have got a mat. Maybe, he slammed it down. Hold on, the suspense. Maybe he didn't get anything. Maybe he got a Piedmon. I think a Piedmon would be good here too, because he'd bring out a blocker. And unless I got a, oh no, there goes the Matt, which means Matt gets the Trump Sword. Trump Sword kills that puppet, which means basically, I don't want to say I lose, but I pretty much, I don't win, which is unfortunate. But let me see if I can drop a level 5 from hand. Let's see, I only have 5 memory, so there's no level 5 in my deck that's 5 or lower to drop. But in a perfect situation, if I was able to drop a level 5 green from hand, I can then evolve a level 3. But oh, look at him, he's trying to hand me the Puppetmon. I'm trying to grab it. Obviously that tells you I don't have a Puppetmon in hand, because if I did, I might be able to make a comeback. But being that I don't, I'm so far behind right now that it's not looking like I'm gonna be able to win. Yeah, I'm dropping a blocker. I'm basically hoping that there's a flower cannon insecurity here, but there was one earlier, so the chance that there being 2 insecurity is pretty low, and I believe I only ran 3, and I want to say there's 1 in the graveyard, maybe 2, because no, there's 2 in the graveyard, because I flower cannon his blocker earlier, and then he hit 1 insecurity, so there might be 1 in my hand right now. If there's 1 in my hand, that's really unfortunate, because that means there's definitely not 1 in security. Let's see. So yep, he's just gonna start swinging. I thought he was about to swing at this blocker, but normally when you're playing against green, you want to swing with your blockers last, because Flower Cannon will rest all of your Digimon except for your blockers. So you want to swing with them last. So let's see, I can stop 1 attack and I've got 2 security, but he's got 3 Digimon. So unless there's a Flower Cannon in there, which I think there's 1 in my hand, so unless there's a Flower Cannon in there, it's not looking good. So let's see, yep, there's definitely 2 in the grave, I just saw. And we're hitting not a Flower Cannon. Alright, here comes Charlie again. Alright, yeah, the Flower Cannon's in my hand. There's 2 in grave, which means I lose. There's no way to come back from this. Yeah, I can block 1 of his attacks, but he can just attack again. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scoop it on up. No need playing this out. So yeah, as you can see, those games are actually pretty good. I wouldn't call them a complete blowout, for me. Like I wouldn't say I got blown out of the water. The games were pretty close. Both games came down to, if he didn't kill me this turn, I was gonna kill him next turn. And going for the handshake, he doesn't do the handshake. Sad face. But yeah, guys, pretty good game. Both games were pretty close, so I'm not upset that I lost. And it was a fun game. Chris was a really cool guy. And yeah. Alright, here's the deck list, guys. If you want to try these out for yourselves, here they are.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. We had some really fun games. I know what you're thinking. Levi, you just got 2-0'd. And the only thing I have to say to that is, I've never claimed to be good at this game. So, what do you want from me? But yeah guys, if you want to have some fun and be in a video just like this one, be sure to head to our Patreon, link down in the description. My name is Levi with the Digi Bros. I'll see you guys next time.